Hello, everybody. It looks like a big cool down is in the offing after some mighty spring-like weather. Big time summer heat is ahead. I'll have the details and all of that coming up right now. But first, my friends at Robert Gibbons Sons are asking you, do you have a cool spot or a hot spot in your home or office? You want to get that fixed? Well, a mini split system may be the solution for you. No ductwork, no hassles. Plus, plenty of local rebates are available. Give Robert Gibbons Sons a call today. Please let them know that Hutch sent you. All right, we do have a cool front on its way as we go through the next 24 hours. And taking a look at the 24-hour temperature change across our region today, one way to really see the impacts of just how cool this cool front is. The big blue blob, that's where the cool is. That's where we have some showers and even a chance for some thunder showers across the region. Check out the temperature plummet in northeast Montana, 40 degrees cooler than yesterday, where we had upper 80s on Sunday and even a few low 90s in the oil patch. Big time cool down there, and the radar showing plenty of showers working their way through. Most of this shower activity will be staying to the west of us. Let me show you temperatures first, then we'll talk about the track of those showers as we go through the next couple of days and into next week. This is what is ahead with some model guidance. This is a European forecast model, and what we're going to see here is a lot of red popping up and down on our screen here in the northern plains. This is the coolest blob of air working its way through. Notice it stays north of the international border, the elevated terrain of the Rocky Mountains over the next several days, seeing some possibility for some cool weather. But let's go ahead and slow this down one time here, and we'll take a look at when the heat really arrives. So after our brief little cool down that will be taking place as we go through the next couple of days and into Wednesday, then Thursday we start rebounding, and Friday. So that means some nice warm temperatures are returning. Not the heat of the mid 80s and 90s for us, but out in western North Dakota it will be plenty warm. Now as we go through and into the upcoming weekend ahead and next week, that's right, we're talking about Monday the 12th here. As we get into that time frame, watch the heat start to build. Do you see all these colors here? Those are some 90s returning to portions of the northern plains, and they sit around for a few days out there. So some summertime heat before our next chance of relief coming the middle of next week. So all in all, a cool down early this week, but by the late weekend and early next week, it does look mighty warm indeed. All right, now let's take a look at that hour by hour forecast, and for that, we'll tune into this high resolution model because there is some thunder and some lightning out there with a couple of these storms. Where are they going for tonight? Let me show you. First of all, if you have evening plans tonight, the only place I really expect any true concerns will be from what's going on in South Dakota. As this system develops here, I do anticipate that there'll be a chance for a few rumbles of thunder into the early overnight. This is 9 o'clock at night, moving into Bismarck and central parts of North Dakota. Notice it leaning to the north and east, but never really making its way into the Devil's Lake Basin until Madoc area about the time we get to 2 a.m. So overnight showers, the chance of thunder, not too great, but then as we go in the morning hours, it really fizzles out as we go through the mid-morning here in northern parts of North Dakota. That'll be where the best chance of a few spotty spits of precipitous precipitation will be, not too significant, and then only isolated development thereafter. So here's the summary of your forecast as we get into it. How much rain are we saying? In isolated locations from, say, Bismarck down into northwest parts of South Dakota, we could see isolated places with a quarter of an inch. That's the Monday night, Tuesday system. The next chance of rain, by the way, for northern parts of our valley in Minnesota looks to be Saturday and Sunday, and the rest of us staying for the most part on the quiet side. So when I was talking about some Friday to Saturday showers, Fargo might get a spit or two. It doesn't look like it's overly promising. Okay, now let's talk about the overnight low temperatures. South wind keeping us mild before it gets a little wild. North winds cooling things to the 30s in Plentywood, Montana. Overnight, you might want to put a little plentywood on the fire to keep things warm. Then as we go into your afternoon, the 80s move down into portions of southern Minnesota. South winds keeping you hot as you warm up in Duluth and feel the summertime heat. Slanting areas of light precipitation working their way through. That's about it for your Tuesday afternoon. Sunset 7:45, and by that time the north winds will be a little on the gusty side, and some of the coolest of the air in the mid 60s in places like Devil's Lake and Hallock will be arriving. If you happen to be in the afternoon in Bemidji, expect those mid to upper 60s briefly before the north winds take hold, with a little bit of a bite and a spotty sprinkle for good old Paul Bunyan out there. Planning forecast looks like this. Hutch says we'll see temperatures in the 70s, a little bit breezy from the north. After that, 69 on Wednesday. We stay cool, but very quiet. Shh, I like quiet. Beautiful day, as a matter of fact. If you like those 60s and low 70s, we're pretty good through Thursday as well. Then some summertime heat does return after a little bit of a hiccup on Saturday. The eventide, well, forecast is showing the heat is on. This is going to bring some 90s to the valley as we go into the early portion of next week, Monday and Tuesday included. Some will see it out to the west on Sunday. So keep that in mind. These will be near record highs for this time of the year, right? Check it out. And also check out Eventide, eventide.org, on a great place to live and a wonderful place to work. These communities are outstanding with activities aplenty for you and your family. Check out eventide.org for more information on that. And also, please take a moment and click follow on Hutch's Facebook page. Subscribe on YouTube, but most importantly, enjoy the changes coming our way.